Hey, what can a heavy duty brush hog do? Well, this is a good example. Took out all this overgrowth that we had here, all this scrub brush that was coming in and invading. And you can see this thing really took out, some pretty good sized stuff there. If you look there, now again, this is splintered, but still that's about a 5-inch trunk. Personally, I don't advise doing 4 or 5-inch trunks. That's what it's rated for, 4 inches, but it's not really made for it. It's like a wood chipper. If a wood chipper says 4-inch, it's really, 1 inch or 2 inch. That's where it's really optimum, but it really did a number. I mean, look at the size of this stuff here. It came in and chewed it up. Now this is something that, you can brush hog it, but in the end, you're still going to want to come back and pop this out. It's in the way. So look at the size of this stuff here. It just knocked it all down. You don't have to come through with a chainsaw and knock it down. That's 2 inches, just chewed right through it, right there. Let's see what size this is here. Again, we're looking at about 2.5 inches. But this is the kind of stuff that brush hog will go through. It won't go through it very quickly. Really, brush hogging, something like this, when you're going through it, just chews through this stuff, just knocks it right over. And you can do a lot of work. But again, if you look at this, we're all the way out to here, with all this brush taken over. And we were able to come in and just brush hog this right out and give ourselves a lot more space. And, we could move it back a little bit further, but there's a lot of junk back here. If you got these logs, you're not going to want to brush hog over a log like that. You got to move that out, But that's part of land clearing. It's a process. Got to get the brush hog in there. I like to get a grapple going, because then you can come in with a skid steer and a grapple and you can pull all this trash up, right? But stuff like this, again, I wouldn't advise some of this stuff, but what was that, about 3 inches? It's hard to see, 3 inches. Gets rid of all these things. These things I hate, walking through the woods, and those things just go right through your jeans. They're terrible. But the brush hog just chews right through it. You can see this big pile here now, and did a great job. So if you're looking to do some heavy duty type of work, again, look at this. Oops, a little hard to see, I'm shading it. I come in here, it's about 3 inches. It just goes through all this. That's kind of the decision point though. If you're going through that brush down there, we got our brush mowers. If you're going through something thick like this, get the heavy duty brush hog, put it on a skid steer, preferably a closed cab. We do have closed cabs with Lexan, polycarbonate, whatever the material is, the safety doors, 1/2 inch thick. So we got a 1/2 inch thick door. It will give you a nice level of protection without having the door break on you. And we put those in wherever we can. We can't guarantee that they're always available, and remember, nothing is foolproof. It's not bulletproof. You still have to use a little common sense when you're using these sorts of tools, because there's a lot of stuff happening. You got to take your time, got to be smart about it, got to be experienced to know when and where you shouldn't be taking a machine like that. Again, pretty good chunk there. Here's a pretty big tree came down. Let's see what size this is here. So there again, that's 3.5 inches. So pretty good size. It just, you get stuff like this all over the place. But you can see how the heavy duty brush hog just took all this stuff out. And that's the benefit of having a skid steer. You get a skid steer with a heavy duty brush hog, you put a grapple on it, you'll be able to pull all these out. Now, if I were doing this for, if I really want to get in there, I'd definitely get a mini excavator, come through, pop all those stumps out as well. And then you'd really be able to reclaim this land.